Hi guys, Yannick here for Yannick's Photo School, and today we have an exclusive interview with professional photographer Martin Perrault. Welcome to Yannick's Photo School.
Hey Yannick, nice to see you.
He's also a really good friend. The reason for this tutorial today is all about how to pack your gear safely. That's really, really important. Martin's been doing that for a number of years, but a little mishap happened to him not too long ago.
Indeed.
He'll talk to you guys all about that right now. So first of all, Martin, how long have you been a professional photographer?
Well, Yannick, as you know, like Yannick was saying, we're very, very good friends, and we've known each other for 20 years now. But I've been doing photography for about 12 years now. I'm shooting mainly glamour style photography, Playboy style photography as well, bikini and stuff, which was exactly the assignment I was going for this time when the mishap happened with one of my lenses.
And where were you heading off to?
I was heading to Jamaica with Bianca Beauchamp, and we were heading to do a photo shoot for Bikini for 1 week at a hotel there. And I brought all my gear with me, and unfortunately one of my lenses broke.
Okay. I mean, how many trips have you done over the course of the last 12 years, and why did your lens break?
Well, actually, it was actually the first time that it happened to me, but I did many travels so far professionally. I've traveled in Europe many times, South, Cuba, Dominican Republic, United States as well. I go pretty much where the job takes me. And but over the course of 12 to 14 years, it was the first time that I had such a bad unfortunate incident.
How did it happen?
Alright, so guys, be careful because it could happen to you. My 24-70 lens from Nikon broke in my bag while I was on my trip on the plane to go to shoot on my assignment. It just literally died on me right here, right there. And I have it with me here actually. This is the lens. And this is, by the way, a superb lens that I use with my D3. And it just broke at the base of it where the mount attaches to the camera.
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it's all broken here in multiple pieces and metal pieces. So basically how I discovered this was while I was in transit in the United States to catch a second plane to get to Jamaica. I needed something in my backpack, which was the storage device that I used for my equipment. And I went there to get something, and I saw that my lens which was originally attached to the body in the bag, was basically unscrewed, so I thought it was. So I proceeded to screw it back on. Unfortunately, I saw that it was all in pieces like this. So, what happened, right?
What happened?
Mystery. Well, basically, like you're going to see with the inserts, is like the lens was attached to the body like this. And as you can see, there is a kind of a gap because of my grip.
Exactly.
Vertical grip.
Those pro bodies have that extra vertical gap.
Exactly, which creates a gap under the lens, and if you have a strong hit to your camera, either this way or at the body, then all the pressure goes at the base of your lens, and it does exactly this. So I think this is what happened. Probably the bag fell. It happened to me a few times in the past, but it would always fall on its back. But this time around, we probably hit at the wrong spot, and it just broke. So that's what happened. A $2,000 lens down the drain. So this is a dead lens, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Wow. Okay. I know that you kind of panicked a little bit. Luckily, your assistant was leaving the next day. What would be the main recommendations you would suggest to the YPS viewers to do when they're packing for their gear? Because it's travel season soon. They'll be taking their gear with them. They'll be taking all their lenses. What should they do when they pack?
Well, first of all, I would strongly recommend to have good insurance on your equipment.
Insurance is good.
Insurance is always good. You know something about that? Yes. With your recent car accident? I think you guys saw the photos online. This is a true photographer using his iPhone right away on the site of an accident. What I digress. Yes, actually, insurance is very important. In my case, the insurance covered the broken lens, so I was fine with that after. But when you are actually going on an assignment, insurance won't do much to help you if your lens breaks, right? So I would strongly recommend that you have backup gear with you. Maybe if you can spare having a second lens like this one, then you do. But a lower quality grade lens will do the job as well if you really need it. But to pack your stuff, I would recommend either using, like I did, my original backpack here, which is a photo backpack, very standard backpack. But when you use this one, I would recommend that you arrange for the lens to be not attached to your body. So you simply pack it with what is this again?
The lens hood.
The lens hood, thank you.
Well, there's one on either end. I guess they're both lens hoods.
Two hoods, exactly. And of course your camera as well, you protect it with the camera hood, and you just pack it like that. So that way there's no danger that the shock will break your lens. If you don't have any other choice but to bring it with your lens attached to your body, I would strongly recommend that you make sure that there is something under your lens to protect it from any kind of additional shock.
Exactly.
So sometimes what I did recently is I added one of my pocket wizards under there with a little pad there, and it just did the job nicely.
Yeah, a piece of foam would work really well.
Piece of foam
or whatever.
Exactly.
As long as it's level, right?
It has to be leveled to make sure that there's no shock on the body or the lens.
Perfect.
Best choice would be actually, if you were not to use a backpack, I would recommend using a standard carry-on bag like this one, or a suitcase, I mean. This is rigid. It can take a lot of shocks. And that way you're pretty sure that nothing will happen to it. But still, if you were to travel with a carry-on suitcase like that, and you have to put your lens on your body, I would strongly recommend making sure that it is leveled, so it's properly protected.
Just to be sure.
Well, you know, it's $2,000, and when you're on an assignment, you need your lens.
Yeah.
So you got to prepare and make sure. I mean, you can't shoot with this.
Not really. And probably another thing, we probably don't think about it, but maybe some of you do. When you're packing for your trip with a little bag, you try to get the smallest bag possible because it's pretty heavy, and you might run out of space inside the bag.
Yeah.
And you might think to put a lens or something fragile on the top zipper part of the bag where there's not a lot of padding. Actually, there's no padding at all.
Yeah, exactly. This top here.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
It is. Always think security first for your equipment, for yourself, but I mean, this obviously doesn't protect any kind of gear.
Not at all.
So,
non-fragile things in there, like, I don't know, rings or gels or anything that's not breakable you can put in there, but don't put lenses or spare bodies in there, not at all.
No, exactly. This would be strongly disadvised. Unadvised?
Unadvised.
Unadvised. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that concludes our tutorial for today. I want to thank Martin for taking the time to share his bad luck with us. Luckily, he has a new lens. And we'll talk to you soon. Yannick Cholin signing out for Yannick's Photo School. See you later.